by 40 rapping is corny. How wrong was I? Will be hard to lie. I leave them scared like when they hear their name called, but ain't nobody there. The definition of my name probably started where I rode the E-train, fingers covered in ink stains. Writing was the beat flame. It was Rod Kane, Coogee, and Chris. Few names like Cool James, Face Cube, and Rick. That was musically sick, successful and unnatural. I throw they songs in a cyanide capsule.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here. As it'll be the New York Giants taking on the Dallas Cowboys. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Dak going to start out going to the air. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down. And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved, able to do it successfully.
Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says our guy is better than your guy's. Because, you know, a player of his stature, he won't just be single covered all game long. It's going to involve multiple people. And right away, they told the other team, guess what? He's just better.
The Cowboys at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
He's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Well, this defense for the Giants, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
This will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Now 2nd and 3.
Yeah, here we go.
Here's Prescott. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. You talk about this Giant defense. And they find themselves just outside the top 10 in the league against the pass, currently bringing up the number 11 spot.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. So just a tremendous play there defensively on this opening drive. Not just to make the interception, but to take it all the way home.
And it felt like this was a defense that was on its heels a bit to start this thing off.
Yeah, they pretty much let the other guys march right down the field until that moment.
Yeah, key play there. Turned it all around. Big moment.
To kick off for New York.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
On the return, the Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little... Oh, another ball up for grabs here, and this one is intercepted. And the Giants are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. So with that pick, Charles, I mean, now they score here. You feel like they're really in the catbird seat in the first quarter.
Yeah, they certainly are, but think about it from the other side. They came into this game thinking they've got to keep up with their opponents. And after being down a score, what's one way to get it done? Fire right back at them. They took the shot. Didn't pay off at all.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. A nice throw right there. And, Charles, this is game number 2 in the NFL for this young rookie. His guys getting the victory last week, and he played pretty well by most accounts. Curious, what did you see?
I saw something similar to what you described, Brandon, because I saw a guy who looked the part, a guy who was in command, not just with the touchdown passes, but definitely looked to be in control of the offense as well. And you and I both know that's often uncommon for a rookie quarterback.
A gain of 8 there on the play, and that'll bring up a second down in just a couple.
At the 43-yard line.
Catch made by Slayton. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 36. A gain there of 21 yards.
First down.
Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's first and 10 at the 36. To throw is Dart. That's complete. It's Neighbors. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive.
Giants, first down. A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Giants.
Straight ahead, here's Tracy. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing a shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
To throw now, Dart. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by DeMarvion Overshow. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
You talk about this Giant defense. And they find themselves just outside the top 10 in the league against the pass, currently bringing up the number 11 spot.
And you see the starting unit here, but really, you're going to see a lot of different personnel, a lot of different packages as they rotate in and out throughout the game.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here we go. Right there. Here we go. 46. And we'll kill. 26.
Prescott now. And Prescott, his third interception. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go to the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2. That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And the Giants, first down. A gain of 13 yards. First down, New York.
Throwing his dart. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Now a 2nd and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll throw again. Dart. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 12-yard line.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. On the ground, here's the 4th-round pick from April's draft. And he stopped immediately there. Marquise Bell in on that stop.
All runners count on their eyes to find the gaps and creases, to find open space. There was absolutely none on that one. Totally swallowed up on that play.
Dart going to look to throw here. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Darius Slayton, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Giants have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Gano the extra point. And it's now 14-0.
Giants 14. Cowboys nothing. Graham Gano to kick off for New York.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Cavante Turpin now from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, kind of a costly one, as he won't make it back to the 20.
At their own 19-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. but you got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win. Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Looking to throw. Prescott. Here's one deep for Pickens. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And the Cowboys going to bring on Brian Anger to punt on 4th down. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Fielded at about the 28. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football, 1st and 10. Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
Here's Dart. Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. If you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5.
Cowboys 43-yard line.
Throwing his Dart. Open man downfield is Johnson. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Theo Johnson, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Giants have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point try good by Gano. And it's now 21-0.
Cowboys nothing.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And they will wrangle him down a couple of yards shy of the 30.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. If they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Now a 2nd and 2.
Here we go. Here we go. Kick. Here we go. 47.
Throwing. Prescott. Open man downfield is Lamb. It's complete. Down to the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. CD Lamb. 63 yards. And the Cowboys are able to cut into that deficit. Maybe that is the boost that this offense needed.
They've done nothing the entire half. But out of the blue comes this big shot here. You're exactly right. Like a dunk in basketball, like a home run in baseball, maybe a solo shot. Sometimes you need that big play to get things ignited.
The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7.
Cowboys 7. Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker. Inside the 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Well, turnabout is fair play, I guess. They had a pick-6 against them earlier, and now this defense, Charles, they get a pick-6 of their own.
And for a moment, let's just set aside how it impacts the scoreboard, because how about the response? One defense gets the pick-6, the other comes back and matches it. These are two defenses that are planning on winning the game for their teams themselves.
14.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. And the returner down to a knee. This will come out to the 35-yard line.
35-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've seen their 21-0 advantage cut to just 7, so time to get back to work here. 1st and 10. Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know the securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Over the middle, he completes it to Robinson. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. To the air, dart. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. So touchdowns on their first 2 drives, but looking like that won't be the case here.
Yeah, it looks like someone put their dukes up a little bit, doesn't it? Maybe decided to finally make a stand, because those first 2 drives, they got run over. Now, finally, got their feet under them, got a little bit of balance. They're getting off the field.
A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
16-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. A little bit of flip the script. Quarter 1, they struggled. Quarter 2 here, they put things together. And I guess sometimes, Charles, you just come out and you have to get your feet underneath you in a ball game, right?
That's exactly right, because every now and then, you don't come out of the gate as fast or as strong as you want to. Sometimes you have to ramp up into it or take a few hits along the way. and figure it out. And that's what they've done so far. Slow start, but now they're starting to put it together.
And he overshot in there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
They'll run up the middle here with Blue. They find some open field here. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 42 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Yeah, here we go.
First down, and they go right back to Blue. It was Maurice Hurst who got him down.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Here we go, 46. 26.
They go again with Blue. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That second down play nets a -4.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
Prescott from the gun. And that will be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
On to punt now, Anger, as he boots this one away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way to the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've stood, and he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Intercepted. The Cowboys take over first and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Yeah! Here we go, boy.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage. But every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
I like the call. It looked like the right time to dial up a running back screen. But this one got disrupted right from the start and ends up falling incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Yeah, there we go. I take wide.
From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
He'll try and do this himself. Oh, he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Hey, kill! 47. 26.
Here we go with Williams. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Javonte Williams, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. So they only needed a couple of feet there on 4th down, but they got more than that and then some as he takes this into the end zone.
And I love your description right there, right? 4th and short. They got that. No problem. Let's go ahead and get the rest of it. Finish it off in the end zone. Touchdown. Everyone goes away happy on that one.
Aubrey good with a PAT. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half.
Brendan Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll need to regroup after the costly interception last time. It led to a tying touchdown. 21 all is where we stand, and they've got it 1st and 10. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. To throw, Dart. Over the middle, complete. It's Robinson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Let's go now. Let's go.
Throw left side, taken in by Slayton. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Dart. Throw left side is complete on a diving effort. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On the give, it's Tracy. They'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
At the 32-yard line.
Here now, 2nd and 4. Now Dart. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
From the shotgun, a throw for Dart. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14. They'll go. Here's Dart. There's a short one caught by Johnson. Now the ball comes loose. And the Cowboys have recovered. So they tried it. Not only did they not get the first, they fumbled it away.
Yeah, it's one of those things where it went from bad to worse, but I know that everyone's going to pile in on the call and say, well, what are you doing? Why would you go for it there? I think that teams that are convinced that they feel pretty good about their game plan, what they want to get done that day, go for it. Give it a try. Hey, let's see if your defense can rescue them a little bit.
Kill.
Prescott now after the fumble recovery. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Here's Prescott. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
It feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't incompletions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football and now zapped right back in the other direction. And this ball is going to be down now right at the 10-yard line. Good spot.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Second and 10. Here's Dart. Over the middle, taken in by Neighbors. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. First down, here's Scattergood. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2.
Looking to throw, Dart. Now he'll tuck this and run. A good decision in the end to pull it and run. Gets him 9 yards and a first.
9 yards.
Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. A couple of first downs have them to the 40 now on first and 10. Throwing, Dart. That's complete to his running back, Scattergood. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
To throw is Dart. That's caught downfield by Neighbors. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
First down. First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
To throw now, Dart. Going down the middle, and it's complete. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Giants first down. First and goal at the 5-yard line.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Here's Dart once more. The RPO will keep it himself. He's going to be brought down a few yards short of the goal line, and they're going to be unable to stop the clock from here. So close yet so far, and that's going to be how this first half will come to an end. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Behind the chains, 2nd and 13. Throwing his dart. That's caught left side by Neighbors. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
They'll set up a throw. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And they will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. 2nd and 6.
Yeah, here we go. Right there.
They'll stay on the ground with Williams. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give them a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, here's Williams. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now. He's been terrific so far. averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. From the gun, Dart. Catch made by Slayton. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Tracy going to get it on first down. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And all the way in, touchdown, New York. Tyrone Tracy, 51 yards. And the Giants have taken the lead.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Gano the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And they'll have this all the way out to the 50-yard line. Excellent field position.
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive. And we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Throw left side, hauled in by Pickens. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Yeah, here we go. I think.
Running the jet sweep as Prescott bats it forward. Yeah, nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Paulson Adebo up to make the stop.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Yeah, here we go. Wait, check line, hey. Here we go, 47. 26.
To throw is Prescott. Another one to C.D. Lamb. He's got it. And down right around the 32-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Third and 5. Now Prescott. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Hey, kill. We're going to 54 wide in.
To the air again, Prescott. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And they'll get him down right about the 20. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Here we go. Yeah, here we go. Wait, check line in. Here we go, 46. 26.
Prescott to throw it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got him there complete. And the Cowboys are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
A very important 3rd down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
Finding Williams once more, complete. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. Well, they try to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
They go back to the ground with Williams. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
Brandon Aubrey on for the Cowboys field goal.
And his kick here is good. And that'll bring him back within 4. So give him 3 on that drive. You know, normally you'd say we'll take it, but the way points have been flying around, it feels like a little bit of a letdown.
Yeah, you just have to wonder, are field goals going to be enough? Because as you pointed out, the way touchdowns have been scored, does kicking a field goal actually put you at a disadvantage the rest of the way?
And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Arlington. It's the Giants with the football and also the lead as we get set to start quarter number 4. Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. Here's Dart. He's got his man downfield. It's Robinson. And he'll be touched down in the end, but a big play on that one.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. In motion left, Robinson. They'll hand it to Tracy. And he'll get what he can up the middle. 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Slot man moves right. Now Dart. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Theo Johnson with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Giants are on their way to a 2-0 start. Extra point try good by Gano. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
Cowboys 24. Graham Gano to kick off for New York.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
On the return, the Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here. And they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. Now a 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
They run it again with Williams. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 44 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line bearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Ball on the 40 now. Here's second down and 8. Now we give up the middle to Williams. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
A loss of 1. It's now 3rd and 9.
Here we go. Go to 54. Go to 54. Why?
Prescott down. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass.
Kill. Hey, kill. 47. Here we go, 46. Here we go, 46.
Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. So 1st and 10 after a big mistake on 4th down with a penalty.
Yeah, here we go.
Handoff, Blue running right. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it with second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now Blue trying the right side. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the 1st down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for it with Blue. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. Job 1 to pick up the 1st down is complete. That was a big 3rd down conversion, but they got to watch the clock. It's starting to become their enemy a bit here in a 2-score game.
Which means they have to pick up the pace, right? The tempo has to be up. And what they do is they tell the quarterback in his helmet, hey, listen, when we pick up the 1st down here, tell everyone we're going. We're moving now to 2-minute offensive phase, and everyone on the bench area, they're waving them along too. Let's go.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Here we go, going to 50. Here we go, 47.
Prescott. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
Hey, kill. We're going to 54. Why?
They go with Blue between the tackles. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the 1st as the tackle is made at the 33. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. Well, look at the clock. You're down 2 scores. Have to go for this, don't you?
And they thought that as soon as they took over possession. It didn't matter where they were on the field. They were always going to be in 4-down territory, backed up, in good situation. It didn't matter. So they've been preparing for that on their play sheet the entire time.
Prescott to throw on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. A real chance for them to salt this game away after that turnover on downs, holding a 2-score lead in the 4th quarter. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. 4th quarter, holding on to a lead. Fullback carry, 3 or 4 yards. I guess that's what you're looking for.
And it just brings back memories for me because I remember my coaches in this situation. I remember one time my head coach into his headset telling the offensive coordinator, I want the big boy carrying the ball. And that's what you have in this spot. Him covering up on the ball, taking care of it, and grinding out yardage.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and inches.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. It's a quarterback sneak. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. 1 yard is the game, and it'll give the Giants a first down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Dart going to give to Scatterby. He's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll try and sneak it here. Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. First down.
Well, I liked it. Just take the snap, burrow forward, pick up the few inches you need for a first down.
And defensively, I don't think they were expecting that. They looked a little surprised in the middle.
Yeah, a little bit wary there, weren't they? Because that can be a throwaway down where maybe you go play action, fake it, and try and get something big. But instead he said, forget it. Let's just get a first down and start a new set.
Points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. On 3rd down, here's Scatterby. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
60 bison, 60 bison.
They'll try it now with Scatterby. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. But what a performance. All those points put on the board. And, Charles, it wasn't just by the offense. The defense put some points on the board as well. They were solid today.